Good evening, everybody. This is Vivian, and we are here again talking about A Year of Positive Thinking, Daily Inspiration, Courage, and Wisdom by Cindy Spiegel. Now, what did we talk about last night? I'm hoping you guys watched that because it was a pretty nice little story about the old farmer and how even though things were going back and forth for him. Some of it was good, some of it was not so good, but he didn't change his attitude about it at all. It's like, yeah, we'll see. You know, he took the attitude that life is life. Life is going to happen, and whatever happens, happens. But everything turned out fine for him because he didn't react in a negative way, and he just took life as it came. So that was the message for last night. So tonight is another message for me. It might be a message for some of you as well, but um, I've really struggled with getting started with things, over the years. And uh, I'm learning, well, I've learned that procrastinating about it and making up all these horrible stories about it just doesn't serve me, doesn't serve anybody else either, or the people that I'm trying to help. So I'm going to read the anecdote and then I'll go a little bit further into that. Okay, how to get started. Just do it. All right. Doing anything of significance takes time, but you do have to start somewhere. Less talking, more doing. Take one small step and then another. If getting started means setting a simple intention, begin there. From intention comes action. Whatever the first step is, don't wait, get started. Yeah, so this topic was talking to me. Yes, because um, over the years, I've had several dreams about doing things. Um, and it's a little embarrassing to talk about, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anyway, just for you guys. um, for years, I have had a dream of opening a restaurant, not only to feed the general public, but provide meals for people who couldn't afford to buy food. I had a name. I had wrote out a business plan. I even went to the Small Business Administration website. I was going to submit my business plan and apply for funds. I had picked out a place. I mean, it was just all in my head, though. I had all these things. And then, the old emotion center, subconscious mind paradigm, whatever you want to call it, starts to kick in. Before I pressed the button to the Small Business Administration, it said, Viv, you can't do this. You don't know what you're doing. You have no idea how to open a restaurant. You might know how to cook, but you don't know how to open a restaurant. Ooh, you might get sued. Ooh, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it was loud, you know. It was telling me all kinds of horror stories about what could go wrong versus what could go right. And this was over 30 years ago, guys. So I subsequently did not pull the trigger. Why? Because I was afraid. Or I let that false evidence appearing real overtake me versus me overtaking it. So those horrible scenarios I made up in my mind was, the business going to be a total flop. It takes 3 years for a restaurant to get off the ground. And what if you run out of money? Your family's going to be put out on the street, blah, 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 all kinds of foolishness, right? So here I am, 30 plus years later, and I never built the restaurant. But I have expanded my dream into something a lot bigger. So, as you can imagine, The paradigm, the emotion center, all of that, all has been talking to me. It has just really said, nope, you can't do it. Don't do anything else. Just stay where you are. This is not for you. Let somebody else do it. But I didn't listen to it this time. I trust and believe. I am still terrified. But uh, I'm going to jump over that terror, because people need this. They need it more than ever. Um, so here's my plan, and I'm putting it out there for anybody to hear. And if you pick it up and you do it, okay. But I'm still gonna do my version of it, okay? So here's the plan. I want to build a community uh, that is a live work community for homeless families to come and have a home. I mean, a real home, not just these open shelter things, because those are not good for anybody. Well, I take that back. They're good for people to get off the street, but they're dangerous for children and women especially, um, because their stuff gets stolen, women and children are getting raped and molested and all of that, and that's just not a good thing. What I want is for them to have an actual home, for me to build a building where there's apartments, 2, 3, 4 bedroom apartments where they can come and live, and they can get re-educated if they need to. Some of them don't need to. A lot of people out on the street have wonderful educations, but they just couldn't find a job, so things just, spiraled down. Um, Rehabilitation if that's necessary, counseling, recreation, work, all of that, so that these families can stay together and have a sense of family and a sense of community with each other. In addition, my restaurant would be included, because the restaurant itself is would be part charity and part open to the public. So a portion of the proceeds received from the public um, would go towards feeding people who wouldn't otherwise get food. So that's my plan. You're my accountability partners. You can hold me accountable to that. So what I've done, I have to get started, right? So I have a name. I've written a business plan. I've applied for a business ID number, and I'm seeking advice on how to set up a nonprofit, because I had no idea, how to do that. So I had to ask people that knew, or people that already had a nonprofit. Never occurred to me before to do that, but there you go. So I'm taking actions now that I didn't 30 years ago. And I know that by doing that, those little baby steps I'm taking will make my dream come true. Now, you guys, I know you get tired of me saying this, but Lisa Nichols said you have to have micro wins sometimes before you can have the big macro win, right? Same thing as baby steps. Take baby steps. Every step counts, step by step by step. It, I don't know if you guys have heard this song. Every little step I take, you know, every little step you take is putting you closer and closer to your dream. And that's what, I believe that why this topic was talking to me. And it could be talking to somebody else out there listening. What are your dreams? You know, take those baby steps. Don't worry about whether or not somebody has done, you know, come up with some version of your idea. This is your idea. You do your version. Because if you think about it, nothing in this world is brand new. Nothing. Um, every billionaire, millionaire, successful person out there in the world has basically copied somebody. Now they call it modeling, but they take somebody else's idea and they improve upon it. And then it's new. Somebody gave the analogy, I think it was Wesley, gave the analogy of the chair. So before there was chairs, there was little pillows on the ground. Somebody said, "Nah, I want to get up off the ground, man. This is kind of too much of the good thing." So somebody thought of putting a frame to it. Still a chair, but now it's up off the ground. And then somebody said, I want to rock back and forth. And they put rockers on the bottom of it. So now you got a rocking chair. And somebody said, I want a really cushy, comfortable chair. And then they made the lazy boy chairs, the little comfortable lazy boy chairs. And then it says, what, I want to kind of lay back on that chair. And now they got and then they have recliners. So it's all still a chair, but each person put their little spin on it, and each person made money from it. So whatever your idea is, if somebody does something similar, don't worry about that. Do your version. Who knows? The world may like your version better. So, if you have a burning desire to do something, just get started. Ask for help if you need to. Um, your idea won't be any less valid if you ask for help. Don't feel like you have to do everything alone, because that's what I was thinking. Oh my God, I have no idea what I'm doing, and it locked me up. And I said, nope, I'm just not going to do it because it could turn out horribly, right? But this time, I said, nah, I'm not doing that. I am going to ask for help. I know I'm a control person. I like to be in control of stuff. My mom used to say I was bossy, but okay, we'll go with control. But um, I do like to know what's going on. But if I don't and I can't find the answer, I have to ask somebody that knows. And that's the same thing you would have to do if you had an idea. It was such a big, out of your comfort zone type idea that you had no idea how you're going to get it done. Ask somebody, research it, do what you need to do, but just get started. Do one little step at a time. It may not come to fruition tomorrow, but it will, because you're taking steps daily to get it done. I did find out that for a nonprofit, the paperwork, whew, Lord Jesus, you have to actually have a teacher. I mean, somebody that can teach you how to do all of this paperwork, and it's humongous. It's not like you fill out one page and okay, now you're a nonprofit. No, 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 no. It's a lot of paperwork. So, uh, if had I gotten started a long time ago, guess what? It had already be done, right? But no worries. Can't go back. Can't change the past. You can only move forward from here. So tell me, what will you do with your dreams? Are you just gonna dream it, or are you gonna start taking steps towards it? Do a little bit every day. Make those baby steps count, and before you know it, your dream will be a reality. And sometimes, it gets there so fast you don't even realize it till you're there, until you've accomplished it. So I hope you guys are taking action on your dreams, and I hope you're following me uh, also on my challenge journey. So that's the end of the topic. So let's get into the challenge. The positivity challenge, the 30-day positivity challenge. I think we're in the second week. And so today, for me, I realized that I had been very unfocused and kind of all over the place with a lot of things. And because of that, I was feeling overwhelmed. I was absorbing a lot of knowledge, taking a lot of actions, but in some things, it was just too many things going on at the same time. So I decided, okay, I need to execute a plan. I need to plan my day. I asked for help with people who are more organized than me or who have better ideas about being organized. And one of the things that they suggested was to make a plan at night before you go to bed of maybe your top 5 things that you have to get done. Okay, I didn't write it down, but I had it up here. And I even dreamed about it. That's that's how much I was concentrating on it last night. So this morning I executed the plan that I thought about last night. I'm still working on writing my plan down, but I'm taking baby steps, right? So I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and I reached for my gratitude journal. And as I said, what I was grateful for. And then as I was writing it down, um, of course, you do your little hygiene stuff. I brush my teeth. And while I was brushing my teeth, I listened to my coaching session because I recorded myself reading it so that, if I didn't get a chance to just like sit down and read it, I could actually listen to it while I washed up and got dressed for my walk. So I did my walk this morning again, meeting that wonderful goal of my 20-minute mile. Walked 3.2 miles today in 1 hour. So get better and better. And while I was walking, I listened to the rest of my coaching session, and then I switched over to some motivational music for the rest of the walk. I drank some water, of course. Had my big giant green drink and made coffee. But all of this before 8 a.m. So I got out of my house at 6:30 this morning. I was back by 7:30. I did all this other stuff before 8 a.m. And then after that, I went, of course, got showered and dressed, and I finished a course that I had started last night. And today I had calls scheduled for about 3 calls today, and I met each one because I was prepared for them, um, which I was very proud of myself for that. So today has been relatively stress-free because I made a plan and I executed it. So for next is my love and good stuff folder. Um, I wrote down some insights from my coaching lesson that I had today, and I just wanted to, give this quote to you guys because it was a doozy. So it says, "Don't let someday be your favorite day of the week." And then so that's why this lesson was so on point tonight, because it kind of references the same thing. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today, and don't let someday be your favorite day of the week. So that's my share for tonight, and I hope you guys got something out of this. And please like and share this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. But in the meantime, I wish peace, I wish you love, and I love you guys so much. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.